What's going on, you guys? Welcome to episode 3 of the Daily Commute. Actually, I think that sounds so very clean, the Daily Commute. But today is day 3. I'm driving to work. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about. Also, hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna use this series as a more like a journal too, because I'm not saying it's so easy to record, but I can honestly throw anything in here because I'm mainly just talking to you guys, and I'm gonna rewatch these myself and listen to these when I'm driving and stuff. So this week we did a tile repair, or did we do a tile repair? Yeah, we did a tile repair on Monday. We just did some gutters, and then we went and cleaned, we went and cut some overhangs and took off a bunch of fascia boards for Justin, our guy we work for, or guy we do houses for when he flips them. And we went and cut all the overhangs and got covered in sawdust. Got it in my eye. Felt it for hours, and it finally went away. And then when I went to Homewood Meat, they gave me this free hoodie. Finally, I've been asking for probably for over a year if I could have a hat or a hoodie. And he finally went and got me one in the back, which is pretty cool. So I got a free hoodie just for going to buy some blades. And then yeah, and then yesterday we started tearing off a 2-layer comp, which I'm uploading shorts about it so you can see if you want to see what that looks like. So you take off the whole first layer, and then you take off the whole second layer, and it's very tiring and not easy. And we got to the shop at 7, and we got off at 3:34. I got home at 5 or 6, and then yeah, so it's been a long week. It's Thursday now. Gotta put the garbages out tonight. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about roofing, honestly, for this video. I'll just talk about my jobs mainly, because I haven't had very many jobs in my life. Specifically, I'll talk about roofing when I get to it. But so when I was 17, I was in high school. I think I was a junior or senior, and I got into the class. I think it's called work. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Work, where you fill out these. Actually, no, I think I only had half to. I honestly can't remember, but I got a job at McDonald's when I was 17. There was a brand new McDonald's right next to our high school. It just opened. It was super, super nice for a McDonald's compared to what some look like. And I was a cashier at the window, the drive-through window, or the lobby. And at the time, my dad's friend who helped me get the job was the manager, and I've still known him to this day, and that's what, 13 years ago. He got me a job with what all the girls did there. I mean, I know that sounds different, but all the guys at McDonald's, all were cooks. You were either a manager or you were a cook if you're at McDonald's, or a janitor. And I was the only guy that got to be cash register for some reason, and I enjoyed it. Super easy job. Sometimes I feel like the hours went on forever, but easiest job I've ever done. It was pretty fun working with random people. I knew it wasn't for me though, because it's almost too easy, and I just get bored and I go crazy, just get way too bored. So finally I turned 18, because you have to be 18 to do roofing, and my dad already had his business for I think maybe already 10 years, and he's been roofing for 30-40 years now. And when I turned 18, because you have to be 18 for roofing, I finally started working with my dad. I was still an immature little kid when I was 18, I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of growing up to do. I was not the greatest worker. At McDonald's, I was a really good worker. When I started working with my dad, it was all older people, like my dad's age and way older than me, and I was a young kid. And knowing that I'm the boss's son, I did let that get to me at first, and I took advantage of it, and without even realizing, because I'm just a kid. You don't know. You're just, you don't know. It's crazy. You won't know until you experience it. And I'm just a child. You shouldn't. I feel like as a kid, I shouldn't have been able to. I don't know how to explain it, but it just. I needed a more humbling experience, and it was I didn't get that, because I was just instantly the boss's son, and my dad was always there, so I didn't have the best work ethic, you could say, back then. But anyways, I'd say like 5-6 years flies by. I finally learned it all. And at the time I didn't think I was gonna be doing roofing forever. I was still going to school and stuff. That's why. So I'll be leaving early and stuff. But anyways, I think about 6 years goes by, 5 years goes by, and finally I start learning it more. And I'm like, I've come to the conclusion in my head. I was like, school's not for me. Blah blah blah. My dad has a really great business that he started, and I'm the only one that can take it over. I'm the only boy in the family. I was like, I will do roofing. Like I want to do roofing. I love working with my dad. I do love the job. School's not for me. I couldn't find anything I wanted to do other than I was just thinking about roofing. Even when I'm at school, I thought about, I wonder what my dad's doing. I wonder what my dad's doing on the roof. I want a roof. So started taking it way more serious and learning it. And by now I've matured a lot. At this time, it's like probably like I'm like 24, 25. It just took a few years, and it also took going through not hundreds of people, but probably about 100 people. Because in the roofing business, people come and go, and they usually are not there for a long time, unless you find like a good one or two that will stick it through. Because when winter comes, we usually slow down and only use one person, and then that's when they'll either find a new job or, you know. And then roofing, it's just really hard to keep workers in roofing because it's not an easy job, and not everyone can do it at all. Like, a lot of people think they can do it, and a lot of people think it's easy, but it's really not. And I love it, and personally I feel like it's like in my blood. Like, I'm just naturally very good at it, and I'm on 13 years this year. This year will be 13 years of roofing, which is just like crazy. And hold on, this is like the worst part of the commute is, can I get over too? No? Okay. I'll get over. Sorry. This is like the worst part of the commute, where you gotta merge over and get off on this highway. But yeah, roofing, it's not easy. Been doing it for 13 years now, and you know, I honestly enjoy it. I love it. Since I am the boss, and my dad's mainly does estimates now, and like goes and he doesn't really get on the roof. He's a little bit older. He still will do stuff if he really needs to help us out. But since I'm the boss, I get to pick who I want to work with, and like fire who I don't want to work with, and or like not fire, but like it's the environment you want. As a small business owner, you don't want to be working like with like, I don't know how to explain it, but if it's not like good vibes, you don't want to work with them. Like, it won't work out. Like, you want to work with people that all have the same goal of getting it done, are respectable, and just want to help you get the job done the best they can, and usually the fastest you can, not slow play for hours and stuff. So yeah, I have a really good crew. I've always had a good crew for like the last, I'd say 5+ years, when my dad pretty much lets me pick who we hire and who we don't hire. And yeah, it's like I've worked with probably 100 people, and I'd say out of the 100 people, or probably more than 100 people, but out of 100 people, I probably could like, I could literally like put them in a ranking 1 to 100 of who is a good worker, and who we could tell honestly from like the first 10 minutes of how, when someone comes to a job site, of like, not saying their work capacity, but they're like, how are they going to excel? You could just, it's so weird, but after doing it for so many years, you could just see. And I've been around my dad's business for so many years, like, so I've always seen, you can just like, the way they talk, the way they dress, what shoes are, like, you just know if they're going to be a good worker or not. And yeah, it's not an easy field of job, which is roofing. But so when I was, I think 20, in another episode, I'm gonna say where all the places I've lived and stuff. But at one point, I did work at Olive Garden as well, and I was a server for a year. And this was in 2019, I think. And I don't want to go too much into that one because I'm gonna tell a whole trajectory of everything I've done. But yeah, I was in 2019. I was a server for the whole year. If we had just opened Olive Garden in our hometown, I got best server, like we had these survey ratings at the tables, and your Boy got number 1 out of like 20, 30 servers. And I worked at all me and my sisters worked at the same Olive Garden. And at one point it was me, Abby, and Amy all together. So me and 2 of the sisters while we worked there, and my sister's husband. So there was 4 of us. It was actually a really fun time. It was a fun year. It was just a cool experience. And then COVID hit, and I never went back to that Olive Garden because I was doing roofing and Olive Garden. And man, was I tired. I had no free time. And I was doing CrockFit, which is my fitness brand, which I'm going to do a video on that too. So yeah, it was just a lot on my plate. And finally, once COVID hit, I never went back to Olive Garden and just strictly went back to roofing. Yeah, that's let's say that's my jobs that I've had. McDonald's, roofing, Olive Garden with roofing, and then when I moved to San Diego, which I'm also going to go to a video one day, I was doing our first Chico and then San Diego. I was doing DoorDash when I first moved to Chico, and then DoorDash was cool. Where I was making a lot on DoorDash. I was in like the perfect town for DoorDash, and then I found Instacart, so I was doing DoorDash and Instacart. Then when I moved to San Diego, I found Amazon Flex, and I was doing Amazon Flex for a long time, and on top of doing Instacart, and DoorDash was a little harder out there because you had to go so far and wait so many long lines and stuff. But yeah, so those are all the jobs I've had. I've done roofing, gig work, fast food work. It's just, you know, you gotta try. You gotta try everything and try to find something you enjoy. And when you enjoy it, work doesn't suck so bad, because I know most people, no one wants to work. Let's be real. Like, maybe you want to work if you're bored. You work because you want to have money, and you want to have money so you have freedom. That's literally why anyone works. So you're gonna pick usually the best paying job, even if most people, even if they're miserable, they're gonna take it, because money, when you're not working, you can do stuff with money and you won't be miserable while you're doing that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it just is a little bit better when you enjoy the job. So I would suggest, you know, if you're able to choose something, or if you're still young, try out a bunch of different jobs, because you never know. You might like something, you might not like something. So, but you won't know unless you try. And don't feel bad for just trying it out and not liking it and saying, hey, I'm sorry, I gotta. If you're in a good position where you don't need the job, like desperate for it, and have to force yourself to stay there, leave, and then just try out something else and go to a different field. Like no one owns you. You can try out any job you want. And yeah, me personally, roofing, I'm gonna take over the business and, you know, do roofing for the rest of my life, and that's what I've chosen to do. So yeah, I guess that's it for the Daily Commute, episode 3. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully the next one I can give a little bit more, and the next one I definitely am gonna do something like, I'm 30 years old, if you're still young, watch this kind of style, because I feel like now that I'm 30, I've been through quite a bit already, and like I can give some perspective to like 18 to 20 year olds of like some life things, which is, they can just at least hear it from me, and they can choose what to do if they want, but at least they can learn from my experience. And I think that would be a fun video. So that'll be the next video, probably tomorrow, or maybe even later today when I'm commuting back home. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed the video, episode 3. If you like this, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or you want me to talk about anything, please just leave it below, comment below, and I'll reply to it and definitely throw it in the next video. And if you want a shout out in the video, the next video, comment something like pick me or whatever, and I will put you in the next video. And I kind of want to do this so I have something to add in each time, which I feel like it'll make it a little more fun. So see you guys later. I'm almost to my hometown. I'm almost to work.